Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new video, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. It's great to have you here. So, we're going to take a little trip back to the year 2009 when Jazwares released two figures that I will be reviewing today. That includes Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Werehog. So without any further ado, let's get on with the review. First off, let's take a look at Sonic himself. So, this is the first Sonic the Hedgehog figure I ever got, and this is not my original Sonic. Just a disclaimer there. I used to have this guy when I was younger, but of course, being a kid, I played with him all the time, up until the point where his legs fell off, and then his arms. So he was literally just a floating head with a torso, and no limbs to be seen. So anyways, this is my duplicate, and he is amazing. So this figure looks like he was sort of in the transition phase from 06 to Secret Rings to Unleashed, based on his overall design. So articulation is pretty cool for the time. 360 head rotation. Arms move all the way around, and they swivel like so. He also has an elbow joint. No swiveling on his forearm, and of course he has the swiveling wrist. The legs are unique because they don't necessarily match up with the knee, so you have to move the leg this way in order to get him into sort of a kicking or running position, although it does look a little awkward with the knee joint. So that rotates 360, and of course he has the bending knee, and then his ankle rotates. Now, one thing I will say is that you have to be careful with this type of figure because he's susceptible to breaking very easily. So, yeah, just be gentle with that guy. So let's move on to the next figure, shall we? Ah yes, here he is, Sonic the Werehog. I think this was my second Sonic figure I ever got, so it actually kind of works out really well, doesn't it? Yeah, I remember seeing commercials of Sonic Unleashed where that kid was playing Sonic Unleashed and he turned into a werewolf at nighttime. I always thought that commercial was kind of funny. Pretty clever too. But this, I believe, was the first of many Sonic figures to come out from Jazwares. And he kind of reminds me of a superposer, but I'll show you in just a second. So his head articulation is 360 head movement. His quills actually move up and down, so you can kind of get him to have a little bit more of like a variety there. His arms swivel. He has elbow articulation, but no wrist articulation. And his legs are kind of the same as the normal Sonic, where they're kind of awkward in terms of position, because his knees move the same way, and his leg or upper thigh is placed exactly the same as the other Sonic actually. So making him run is a little bit awkward, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, sculpt is flawless. Definitely one of my favorite Sonic figures, and I absolutely love the Werehog. Sonic Unleashed is my current favorite Sonic game, so it's pretty awesome. Unlike my 5-inch Sonic, this was my original Sonic the Werehog figure from childhood, meaning he has stood the test of time and he's survived. So I'm very grateful for that. If there was any complaints, I would have to say, I actually don't have any. Yeah, this is a solid figure, and I'm really fortunate to still have this guy. Yeah. There's not much else I can say other than the fact that this is a fantastic looking figure. Jazwares has done a phenomenal job, especially with all the texturing on his fur. And yes, I know he's a little bit dusty. He's just been sitting on my shelf a majority of the time, so yeah, not really been doing much with this guy. But yeah, and I would just like to thank you all if you made it to the end of this video. I'm trying to just do little reviews of some of my Sonic merchandise, just because I find some of these figures and plushies to be interesting, and I like to share my thoughts with you all. I think for 2009, these two figurines are pretty awesome. I think Jazwares was really starting to experiment with how to make figures in the Sonic style. And this Sonic right here is the stepping stone for many Sonic figures to come. And I think just having a tie-in figure for Sonic Unleashed in the Werehog was a phenomenal choice. I think Jazwares did amazing with this guy, and I'm so grateful to have both of these in my collection. Now, of course, over time, the price has gone up, so be warned, but I would highly recommend getting these guys if you can find them for a decent price. So with that being said, this has been my little review on the Jazwares Sonic figures. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more like this and you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Only takes a few seconds and it really helps me out a lot. So with that being said, hope you all have a great day or a great night, and take care. See you later.